on by Nugent-Hopkins. Long shot blocked in front by the Kings in the slot. Kings work it free. Moore stripped to the puck right point, and the Oilers hold it in. Chip back in deep, intercepted by Doughty. Around the wall, Warren Foegele scoops it up near boards and starts out to center. Gains the red line and loops it deep to the Edmonton zone. Behind the net, the goaltender Skinner shoots it around the wall up to the far boards, and the Oilers will take it left to right into the neutral zone. Kings in the home black jerseys tonight, white and silver striping in the black buckets and socks, moving from right to left back into the neutral zone, where the Oilers intercept on the road whites, royal blue and orange striping moving from left to right. Deep to the Kings zone, and LA sends it back out to center. Foegele knocked the man down. Kings try to find it at the red line, but it's taken away by McDavid and dropped back into the Edmonton zone.
Neutral zone is going to be important for the Kings and the Oilers. Getting pucks in deep. If you're around that center ice red line, you don't have a play, you've got to get the puck in deep. You don't want to be turning it over. The transition game is deadly on both sides.
Kings lead 1-0. Kuzmenko's first career playoff goal, 2:49 into the game on the power play as the Kings on top. Brown in the Kings zone, intercepted by LA. Kempe feeds Kuzmenko, got Gavrikov joining the rush. The defenseman up the right wing, centers off the side of the goal. Behind the net, the Kings take it. Kopitar tiptoed behind the net, lost it, gave it away to Kulak, who plays it off the far glass and back into the neutral zone. Gavrikov takes over at the LA line, tipped ahead by Kuzmenko and deep to the Oilers zone. No icing. Kings will change personnel. Kopitar throws a check in the Oilers zone along with Laferriere. Edmonton through the neutral zone, and Corey Perry lifts it deep. Anderson back to get it. Tied up along the end boards by Adam Henrique, and now Janmark shoved away from the puck by Doughty. Henrique sends it to the far corner, spins away from Byfield, back behind the goal, centering pass from Janmark, knocked away. Puts it back and will rim it around to the right point. Bouchard for Perry, thrown toward the goal. It skipped off the back of the cage, and behind the net, the Oilers with it. Check thrown there, going to get a penalty against Doughty. Oilers going to go to the power play, and Janmark got knocked into the wall by Drew Doughty with 12:34 left, and the Oilers will go to the power play. And Doughty can't believe it. Doughty still wants words with the referee.
Right. 2-minute minor for cross-checking.
Yeah, no doubt it's a cross-check because his his hands are separated on the shaft of the stick, and he lays the stick in the low part of the back in a defensive player in a defensive position. So no doubt it's a penalty out there.
Kings lead 1-0. Oilers to the power play when we come back. 12:34 left in the first. You're listening to Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
My name is Drew Robertson. I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road 4x4. I knew my truck was always going to be evolving to my needs for my travels. Ultimate dream is to do Alaska, the most northern point, and drive all the way down to Patagonia, the most southern. It's called the Pan America Trail. That's my ultimate vision, ultimate goal.
Today's the day for a great lease or a low APR on a new Tacoma 4x4. See all offers at Toyota.com. Then see your Toyota dealer today.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
710 ESPN.
The Kings lead the Oilers 1-0 here in Game 1. 12:34 left in the first period. The Kings scored on the power play, and now the Oilers will have their first opportunity as Drew Doughty took a cross-checking minor. 7:26 into the period to send Edmonton to their first power play, and they won the draw so cleanly that it skipped past Bouchard to the blue line and all the way down the ice. So Bouchard back to get it, and the Oilers' threatening power play goes to work. Left wing, they enter along the wall. Stripped to the puck by Moore. And swung down the ice. A sputtering puck that Skinner comes out to leave.
Now the aggressiveness of the Kings penalty kill, very noticeable here in the opening 30 seconds.
Draisaitl right wing. Hits the trailer. McDavid steps in. Feeds it left wing through traffic. Then pushed to the blue line. Bouchard, right circle. Draisaitl fights away from Anderson along the wall. Feeds McDavid. Curls in. McDavid to the middle. Evades Gavrikov. Centering pass deflected behind the goal. McDavid blocked away from the puck. Kings clear it off the far wall down the ice.
Now the Oilers on their bench, they're calling for another penalty. They thought the Kings should have drawn a hook or a hold down low again on the penalty kill, but as you see the quickness of the Oilers, the Kings have to make sure contact and then free yourself back right up.
Draisaitl right wing hits the break, spins it across left wing toward the circle, back for Draisaitl. One-timer saved by Kemper with 54 seconds to go on the Oilers power play.
Now Leon Draisaitl, just looking at that one there, he winced a little bit on that shot. And again, we watched him in Edmonton last time that these two teams met. He was on the ice skating. He wasn't playing in the games yet and wasn't moving around as comfortably as we see him. Not sure whether that's any indication, whether he felt that in any way, but that's where he loves to get. He loves to get open over on that side. In an 18 power play game, 18 postseason games against the Kings, he's got 17 goals.
He is the type of player that it doesn't really matter what the injury was, he was going to make himself available for game one. And here he is. Whether he's 100% or not, we're not sure. But he certainly isn't moving as quick as he usually does. Had that one-timer stopped. Kings force the puck down the ice again off the draw. Down to 45 seconds left on the Doughty minor penalty.
Yeah, Kings have to make sure they won that draw clean. That puck's got to get out in the initial attempt. That's a key to a good penalty kill.
Bouchard, the defenseman, back through the neutral zone, steps over the LA line, looks for help, curls it toward the left wing. Centering pass from Nugent-Hopkins, kicked off of a couple of players and back through the neutral zone. 25 seconds left. Oilers step in. McDavid had it poked away. Feeds Perry right wing. Corey Perry tiptoes behind the goal. Tried to bring it back to the blue line, but it's past Draisaitl and all the way down the ice, and the Oilers will change personnel.
Now the facial expressions on the Oilers power play unit, their top guys, not looking too confident coming off the ice on that change.
Nurse feeds it up the left wing. That's why you hear the crowd making some jeers as the Oilers step in between the circles. A backhander couldn't be made. Byfield stripped it away. Doughty out of the box, gains the puck at the red line, and backhands it deep while the Kings change personnel.
Now successful kill on a penalty kill for the Kings. Kings connect on their power play. Shots are even at 3 apiece. Kings lead at 1-0.
Perfect start special teams-wise for the Kings. 1 for 1 on both sides. Puck deep in the Kings zone. Arvidsson pressured by Clark. He tiptoes up the near wall. The righty forward hands it off to the circle. Skinner shoots it, a save by Kemper. Rebound far wing scooped up by Moore. Sidesteps one man and feeds Clark in the neutral zone. Left wing, Clark in his playoff debut shoots it, sticked away by the goaltender Skinner as Clark took a check near wall, and Darnell Nurse starts into the neutral zone. He will curl back into the Edmonton zone. Of course, public enemy number 1 for Kings fans after the cross-check to the back of Quinton Byfield's head in what was game number 81 for the Oilers. He served a 1-game suspension in San Jose, a game that he probably wasn't going to play anyway, and returns for game 1. But now inadvertently fires the puck off the glass of the Kings bench and out of play. And with 9:33 left in the first period, we will take a break. Kings 1, Oilers nothing. This is game 1 of the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, it's Mace. Looking for some fun? Dive into Chumba Casino, your ultimate destination for free, fun-to-play social casino games. Play slots, bingo, and more whenever and wherever you want. With new games dropping every week, there's always something fresh. Lounge on the sofa or play on the go. Play now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly
instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
We are your sports station. 710 ESPN.
Kings fans, the games are always better live at Crypto.com Arena. Secure your 2025-26 season ticket package today. Take advantage of exclusive perks like the 2025 Playoff Priority Access and Ticket Flexibility Program. For more info, visit lakings.com/memberships today.
Now here's a matchup that we've seen so far early on in this hockey game. Byfield out there against McDavid again, and again going back to the game that these two teams played back in December. Byfield did an outstanding job in that game, utilizing his size, his skating ability to be able to stay with McDavid and frustrate him.
We will have a center ice face-off to get play back underway. Kings lead the Oilers 1-0 here in Los Angeles. 9:33 left in the first period of Game 1. Byfield against McDavid for the draw, and the Kings come away with it. The center ice face-off. Doughty's stretch pass got blocked by the Oilers, and now Anderson tried to thread the puck through traffic to Byfield in the neutral zone. Would have found him, might have ended up one-on-one with the goaltender Skinner, but he had it tipped away by Bouchard at the last second.
Yeah, good active stick there by Bouchard. If he doesn't touch it, the Kings are off to the races.
Bouchard waits for help, hands it off, and now here he comes. Connor McDavid speeds ahead, cross-ice pass, Nurse left circle, steps to the middle, backhand, deflected away. Rebound left circle, knocked away from Anderson. Doughty on it for the Kings, base of the circle, and Fiala will lift it out of the danger zone. Down the ice, LaFerriere tracks it down right circle, tiptoes behind the goal, and around to the near corner. Spins it in front, and it hit the goaltender. Skinner knocked away. Kuzmenko collects, spins away from a check behind the goal, strips the puck away. Kuzmenko to the blue line. Gavrikov kicks it to himself. Beat Spence, right point, shoots wide left. Rebound up the near wall, and now the Oilers collect and start into the neutral zone. Brown tried to hand it for Draisaitl, had it knocked away, so Draisaitl will ladle it back to the Oilers zone to alleviate pressure.
What a play there by Gavrikov, who's an outnumbered attack, a clean 3-on-2 that the Oilers were unaware of. Gavrikov challenges just inside the blue to force the puck back out.
Kuzmenko steps in, his shot blocked by Wallman, and now the Oilers out to center. Arvidsson, the righty forward, down the middle, drops it for Draisaitl, centers it, had it knocked away from Podkolzin. Back to the blue line, Wallman holds it in, left circle, thrown toward the goal, saved by Kemper. Loose puck banked off the near wall, but not out. Kulak holds it in, swings it in deep, off of Arvidsson's stick, he'll chop it behind the goal, away from Spence. Podkolzin collects, bank pass up top, Wallman shoots, tipped wide by Arvidsson. Good shift in the O-zone by Edmonton. Right circle, guided around the net, away from Arvidsson, and backhanded down the ice by Kemper, rolling into the Oilers zone, and will not go far enough for an icing, so the Kings can change.
Puck management in the defensive zone is going to be a priority here in this series. They've got to get pucks out when they have clean possession. On 2 occasions they didn't. That allowed the Oilers to spend extended time in the offensive end.
Kulak, the defenseman, shoots it in. Knocked free by Edmondson. And now the Kings with Grant Clark. Stretch pass out to center. Collected by Fogle over the Oilers line. Loops it to the right circle. And forcing it in deep behind the goal. Tucked toward the front by Deneau. Fogle prevents the breakout. Tried to backhand it deep. Intercepted by Nurse and in the corner. Deneau stands in front of him. Moore tries to strip it away. Loose puck rolls toward the circle. Fogle finds it. High slot shoots and a save. Rebound away from Moore at the right circle. And now the Oilers back out to center. Kings take over just inside their own line. Edmondson gains the red line and shoots it deep. Kings change. Turcotte steps in right wing. Malott fell over. And the Oilers pick it up. They'll start left to right over their own line. Flicked up the left wing. In they come. Around the left circle. Tiptoeing past Doughty. Banked in front. Saved by Kemper at the far post. And will freeze it with 6:28 to play in the first period.
One of the lines I'm hearing a lot down here between the benches, and that comes from both benches, is when the players are carrying the puck in the neutral zone, prior to getting to the center ice red line, you hear, get the line, get it in. They want to make sure that they're not turning pucks over at that center ice red line. I talked to the referees, the linesmen at the last TV timeout. They were talking about the pace of the game so far. Yeah, it's been really fast down here. A lot of north and south play, not too much east and west.
Face-offs 5-a-side so far, and the 10 that we've seen in this game. Byfield for a D-zone face-off, couldn't win it against McDavid, who pulls it back to the blue line. Bouchard gives it back to McDavid along the right wing, spins away from Byfield, had it poked away, gets back up to his skates and gets it back to the blue line. Long shot gloved by Kemper with 6:16 left of the period.
Connor McDavid's so elusive out there. You've got to watch him because when he's turning and spinning away from you, he's got quick feet out there, and you have to make sure that you don't get your stick tangled up with him. Right there, you see Brown come off the ice. Draisaitl comes on. So with an offensive zone face-off, the Oilers are loading up their top line here, looking to win a draw to the right of the goaltender Kemper.
Byfield returns to the face-off circle for LA, and now the Oilers step in with Draisaitl, the two big forwards to the right of Darcy Kemper. And Draisaitl wins it up top. Over to the right point, Bouchard hands it to McDavid in the middle. Pressured by Anderson, swings it toward the goal. Easy glove save by Kemper with 6:09 left in the period.
Yeah, the importance of face-offs. The last two draws in the offensive zone have been won clean by the Edmonton Oilers. So with that, Jim Hiller's going to throw Kopitar out. He'll come out and he'll try to sway the decisions on the face-off draw in the Kings' favor. He'll be out there. Draisaitl will remain in the circle. He'll take the draw against Kopitar. These two have drawn against each other a number of times throughout their careers.
Kings and Oilers pretty similar face-off percentages regular season. Oilers just over 51%, Kings just under 51%.
And Draisaitl looks like he's going to get the heave-ho here. A little bit too aggressive, so that brings in McDavid. McDavid against Kopitar to the right of Kemper.
What a downgrade, right? Draisaitl to McDavid. This time McDavid wins it again. Up top left circle shot, punched away by Kemper. Puck up in the air, swatted all the way down the ice by Kopitar. It ends up in the benches before it comes back in play.
Yeah, it hit the curved glass there by the Kings bench, so face-off will come all the way back into the Kings zone.
I mean, Kopitar just swung for the fences.
Hey, get it out of there. It doesn't matter.
Shohei Ohtani swing.
Yep, get it out.
From Kopitar. 6:03 left in the period. A lot of face-offs right here in front of Darcy Kemper. And now Draisaitl again against Kopitar, and he wins it again. Loose puck in the circles. Picked up by the Oilers and swung toward the net, deflected away from Brown. Around the wall, right wing, Oilers hold it in. Back in deep, away from McDavid. Collected in the far corner and then handed off for Draisaitl. Steps behind the goal, away from Doughty, around to the near boards. Up top toward the blue line, drops it back in deep for McDavid. Shrugs off Anderson, steps behind the goal. McDavid to the left circle, a shot fired wide left. Rebound up the wall, held in by Bouchard. Chipped up the boards, intercepted by Fiala. He will loop the puck over the Oilers line in deep without taking an icing, so the Kings can change.
Good to see Laferriere get right in the face of Bouchard. Even though he wasn't able to block that shot, he followed through, finished the check. He got hit up a little bit high, but Bouchard's going to know each and every time he comes at him.
Kings intercepted their own line. Cross-ice pass. Kuzmenko collects left wing, steps in, waits for help, tried to hit the trailer, fanned on the pass, gets it back along the near wall. Steps in deep. Kuzmenko up top. One-timer. Gavrikov had it blocked. And now taken over the blue line by Henrique out to center ice. He got tangled up with Kempe. Puck over the LA line. Byfield backtracks and collects while taking a check from his former teammate Victor Arvidsson.
Yeah, Kuzmenko on that pass that he made up to Gavrikov, a very aggressive pass, but handcuffed him a little bit just out of his wheelhouse. Otherwise, Gavrikov would have had a clearer lane to the net.
Ty Emberson back in the Oilers zone. Under 5 minutes to play in period one. Kings lead the Oilers 1-0 here in game one. Edmonton through the neutral zone. Popped up the wall. Hellenius couldn't find his teammate Turcotte streaking toward the Oilers line, but now the Kings will take over at their own blue line. Back out to center. Halot left wing. Banks it off the glass in deep. Braced for a check from Emberson and then gave it back the other way. Puck into the far corner. Hellenius has it. Evades Nugent Hopkins in the corner, who is going up against the much taller Samuel Hellenius. Oilers take it away, chipped up the near wall and into the neutral zone. Turcotte threw a check on Kulak behind the play. Oilers guided in right wing with Jeff Skinner, who after over 1,000 regular season games in the NHL, makes his postseason debut tonight. Back behind the Kings net, and Doughty scoops it up in the near corner, hands it to Anderson. 4 minutes to play in period one, and the Kings starting to creep toward their own line. Doughty in front of the LA bench, drops it back for his partner Anderson. He will guide it forward for Philip Deneau. Looped over the Oilers line, glove down there, turned over, in steps Moore left wing, hands it to Deneau, tried to center, blocked up top for Edmonton, who shoots, blocked between the circles again, and sent back out to center by Edmonton. Scooped up by Moore, ladles it forward, Deneau after it, and had it boxed away from him. Bouchard flips it forward, and then knocked by McDavid out to center. Through three Kings players, turns it over to his former teammate Foegele. Steps in right wing. Foegele will backhand it in deep, around the wall, counterclockwise to the near boards, where it's picked up by Connor Brown and sent right back to the far corner. Nurse after it, checked by LaFerriere. Oilers scoop it up and feed Connor Brown left to right over the red line. He will swing it in deep.
Not a lot of space on either side for either team. Checking has been really good here in the opening 20.
Held in by Podkolzin near wall. Intercepted by Mikey Anderson. 3 minutes left in the period. Puck back into the neutral zone. Blocked by Podkolzin. And in come the Oilers' right wing. Podkolzin will backhand it deep. Puck behind the LA net. Cut off by Joel Edmondson, 2019 Stanley Cup champion with St. Louis, and flips it down the ice. Wallman after it for Edmonton. He will collect behind the Oilers' net. And now another rush chance for the Oilers. Fired up the right wing by Draisaitl. Around the wall, Podkolzin shoots it deep. Away from Arvidsson, knocked away from Draisaitl. Up to the right point, Emberson. He'll shoot it back around the wall. Counterclockwise to the far wing. Kings intercept, can't clear. Held in by Draisaitl. High slot feeds Arvidsson, right circle. Centering pass, knocked away by Doughty. He'll collect at the base of the right circle and guide it forward. Here come the Kings out to center. Kopitar, cross-ice pass onto Kempe's tape. Steps to the middle, feeds Kuzmenko, centering pass. Couldn't find Kempe between the dots.
Yeah, it looked like that one hit the back of a skate there in the return feed. The play was there. It looked like the lane was open as well. It just ends up hitting a skate.
Back to the Kings zone. Edmonton will collect in the trapezoid behind Darcy Kemper's net. 1:45 left in the first period.
Now we take a look down here in the Kings bench. Alex Turcotte. He's been roughing it up here through the course of the game. He's getting his nose looked at. He's got some tissue blocked up. It's blocking it up. He's also got a little bit of a cut on the outside of the left side of his nose.
Very physical early in this one. Up top, Kulak shoots wide right. Rebound up the right wing. Held in by Bouchard. His dump in knocked down by Moore, who flips it down the ice and out of danger. Kulak back to get it. Trailed by Foegele. He will then curl back to the LA bench. 1:15 left in the first, and the Kings lead the Oilers 1-0 here in Los Angeles. Gain the red line. Kulak shoots it in. I think Doughty was hollering for a penalty, not going to get it. Kings deflected in. Huge check along the near wall. No call as LaFerriere was drilled along the boards.
But it was along the boards and not into the boards. That's why there was no call there.
Oh, we just got crunched between two Oilers again. Kings step in, and a pass taken away in the slot by Edmonton with Skinner. Lost his stick as he battles with Fiala. Byfield along the near wall there as well. Trying to find it. 40 seconds left in the period. Guided to the blue line. Anderson swings right side. Doughty right circle. Steps in. Shoots. Saves Skinner. Rebound. Byfield. Banked in front. They score! Byfield off the goaltender and in. And with 33 seconds left in the first, it's 2-0 LA.
Well, that's why you take hits like LaFerriere took. You frustrate the opposition. And the way you hurt them is you go back in the counter and you make them pay for it in their zone. Bodies around the net, distractions by Skinner. Byfield makes a nice heads-up play there from the short side. He gets a little bit of a break as he banks it in off the goaltender. Kings up by 2 with 33 seconds left here in the first.
19,000 people wanted a penalty, but instead they'll get a goal. It's 2-0 Los Angeles. 33 seconds left in the first period. Kuzmenko at the start of period 1, and Byfield right before the end.
Yeah, Byfield had to play that puck out of his glove. That's the head up. He's looking for a play ahead in order to make that play happen. Great execution there by Byfield.
Back underway. Oilers win another face-off. Kings will intercept at their own line. Send it back to the neutral zone. 24 seconds left. Bouchard feeds left wing. The Oilers are offside with 21 seconds left in the first period.
Yeah, we see the Oilers here again after that goal scored. They come back with all their firepower. They load up 97-29. Draisaitl and McDavid out there with Hyman up front. Bouchard and Kulak back on the blue line.
So a face-off on the far side of the ice in front of Jim Hiller and the LA Kings bench, who have taken a 2-0 lead here in the first. Kopitar out for the draw against Connor McDavid.
Yeah, Kopitar just got the toss and just reading his lips here from where I'm standing. He goes, "Oh, come on, ref."
So Kempe steps in and wins the draw against 97. Kings into the neutral zone. Kopitar checked by McDavid. Kings force it in. Right wing ladled toward the front. Another Kings player was knocked down, and the Oilers sent it the other way. Right wing, McDavid cuts to the middle. Beats Draisaitl right circle. Hits the brakes. Looks for help. Pressed into the end boards. 4 seconds left in the period. Puck into the corner. McDavid had it knocked away, and that brings period 1 to a close. The Kings with goals from Andrei Kuzmenko on the power play, and then Quinton Byfield in the final moments of period 1 take a 2-0 lead into the break.
Yeah, just a great period of hockey by the Kings. They were physical. They matched the physicality. They matched the pace. They won the special teams battle. Defensively, just a couple of miscues in the defensive zone, but that's going to happen through the course of the game. I like the pace the way the Kings played, and I like what that straight-ahead mentality they had. Second period is always a challenge for the Kings. This is a period that favors the Oilers with their speed, especially in the transition game. Kings have to make sure they own the neutral zone, and that means getting pucks in deep and keeping the shift short.
A dream start for LA here at Crypto.com Arena. We'll see if they can continue over the course of the next 40 minutes. For now, after 20 minutes, we will take a break. We're joined by LA Kings insider Zach Dooley for our first intermission report coming up next here in Los Angeles. It's the Kings 2, the Oilers nothing, and
Here we go. We are back talking about the Montreal Canadiens and the Washington Capitals, but 2-2 Dallas Star Colorado Avalanche, almost at the half of the game. The Kings lead 2-0 after 20 minutes against Edmonton. The Winnipeg Jets beat the Blues 2-1 tonight. Cole Caulfield with a game-winning goal, and Montreal lost 3-2 and overtime. Again, the Capitals at 3 points from Ovechkin with 2 goals, a game-winning goal on overtime, beat Montembeault a tip in front of net, and gave that win to the Capitals over the Montreal Canadiens. A lot of people in the chat talking about the Montreal game tonight, and I know it's hurt to see them losing that way, but at the end of the game, at the end of the day, I like the performance overall by Montreal Canadiens, the way they respond at the first period. Montreal had 13 shots, Washington 15, losing 1-0. He took a power play goal to lead the Capitals to take the lead. It was all over the Montreal Canadiens on the hits, on the forechecking, and but again, Montreal did not give up. Second period, we see the Washington Capitals score the second goal of the game to take the lead 2-0. And then after that, Montreal responded very well in the third period, 13 shots versus 7. And they tied the game 2-2. Cole Caulfield on power play goal to cut the lead by 1 goal. And then Nick Suzuki tied the game to give the team Montreal to try to get the W on overtime. But unfortunately, at the beginning of overtime, Ovechkin scored a goal after an icing from Caden Coley. A face-off losing a little bit by Alex Lehook. Bad coverage by Lane Hudson. Demida was on the ice also on that one. And obviously, the last one scored 3-2. The game Jet Blues was epic. I'm pretty sure it was a very good one over there. Go next, Colorado. I know you all love them. I enjoy you being a big fans run with Kings about the Los Angeles Kings. When you watch the game right now, a really good period for the Kings. Late 2 goals, 8 shots versus 6. Byfield scored a second goal from behind the goal line. I wish Sakeski can learn for Byfield. Byfield struggling the first 4 years in NHL. Good year last season, but I see him more confident this year. Stronger, better skater, and he produced for the Kings this season, honestly. And this is a great game from Byfield. Kuzmenko traded at the trade deadline from the Flyers, came for the Calgary Flames before he played his first 2 years with the Canucks. Phil fit very well with Kopitar. Not everybody can play with Kopitar. Kopitar exige or request a lot of great players beside him. He's a different players. And Kuzmenko adapt very quickly with Capital. Great decision by the head coach at Iliar to put the Kuzmenko with that line. And that's what we had so far. No weak caps that can keep up at that pace on this. Ab can whistle this first game. They may be okay. I think, Marco, tonight, I wish Montreal take the lead, the first goal. I think that would change a little bit the Capital. So if Montreal can lead at some point, the Capital would change the way they play. And that would be a more benefit for the Montreal Canadiens if they can do that. But I think I like what I like tonight, and the Montreal show the Capital they can play against them. 35 shot versus 32, I believe, for the Montreal Canadiens. At the end, this is a good first game for the Montreal Canadiens. We wish, like I said, I put this in the chat many times, guys. We need more from the second line, third line, fourth line. We need them to score the goal left and right. Not only wait for the first line. It will never going to win any series and the playoff with only one line. So we need better player. This is good experience for the player like Cooley. Cooley that play at the level he's supposed to play tonight. Hudson struggling at 5 versus 5. Whenever he got 2 points, guys, we need to see this game overall. He cannot skate like he does usually. He was constantly pushed back behind the goal line from the forechecking of the Capitals. Madison, not too bad. I think Carrier was the best player for the Montreal on the defenseman to accept the pressure, make not many mistakes. Savard's trouble, not bad, but at the end, the defenseman Montreal Canadiens was constantly pushed in the glass by the forechecker of the Washington Capitals. And this is the reason I believe they need to get better from the second line, third line, and the fourth line for the Montreal Canadiens. Like the move from Kraken today, coach. Yeah, the Solid Kraken fire the head coach today. I don't know if the assistant coach like Jessica Campbell will be fired too. Then Ron Francis. I think the Kraken all right now get the pressure from the fans. And after what, 3-4 years, this is a team all right now on the transition. Can they panic a little bit to retours to get maybe trade a player like McCann or Benny? I don't think so. They will trade, the defenseman over there, Larson or Olichak, Vince Dunn. They have a couple of great players over there. But at the end, they're still a young team with the rookies where they need to build, this year they got Knight. Captain could be with them the next 2 years. They have a couple of great prospects around, but can they panic enough to trade Mathieu Bernier to get maybe 2 players in return to establish players? For example, are you willing to trade Alex Newhook, Logan Mailloux, a first-round pick for Mathieu Bernier? Now, I'm not saying one-to-one, but a package deal between the Montreal Canadiens and the Kraken. Montreal need to add a second center, and Benny can fit, in my opinion, as a second center with the Montreal Canadiens. The cost, I mentioned name. Is it possible Michael Edge? But the Kraken would like to prefer to get established players to set up. Because at the end, they can move up Shane Wright on the second line. They can pick it up Alex Newhook inside of that team. And they can add a defenseman like Logan Mailloux and the first one pick, 16 overall. I just mentioned this. I don't say this is the best trade, the best package there. They can trade Owen Beck or Kapanen also. I don't know. But I think a player like Benny, a player I was looking for. PS, welcome back in the house. Yes, Marco, you talk about Sakowski with Caulfield. Great comments, Marco. PS, Cool Kings go. Tony, maybe Marco, but accept that Caps better could add right now. But the matter is, we are close. Good point about this, Tony. I have to admit I was wrong about that trade, PS. I think it was a good trade. Coach, do you think the Ab need more size in the future? Then they are not there yet, but I'm not worried about that. Pete Martin again will be in Montreal, so we'll see what happens. Good point, Larry Lavalley. Marco, no. I will not do Sakeski for Benny. A 1-to-1? No, I will not do it. Good point, Pete. I'm not sure, Tony, about that. Yes, Monahan, at, at this moment, but a long term, what Montreal getting are going to be very good, Tony. I'm talking about 3 years. Monahan, it will be 33 years old. His injury, it remind me what's going on with Pat Charity. So transition wise, yes. Long term, no. I would prefer to get a player like Mathieu Bernier can give you 6, 7 year more at Monahan. One, he will be on his peak. It will go at the same time with other players for the Montreal Canadiens. Good point, P. PS, agree. McDavid guy is out of the chart. Not going to happen, guys. Like, it's a bit like, think about this, Pete. Would you trade Cole Caulfield tomorrow? Yes, Marco. And you try to get a left center shooter. Can Bo Horvat be the solution for Montreal Canadiens? Excel, Sakeski, did do well. Did not be bad overall. He did not a very bad game, but we expect more from him. A little bit more. Losing battle, losing puck. Inconsistency may be the best word, Excel. Welcome back, by the way, Excel. We miss you. Shane Pinto is a player I was looking for Montreal Canadiens. Now you have to look who Ottawa would like to get in return for Pinto. Marco Ruzzi for the Wild. Small player. I will not take him. Marco, the fact you're here, do you make Demidov a center? Would you like to take that situation to Demidov to be a center? Now, PS catch Ekblad UFA. He's only 5'9", PS. I think for me, guys, if Dimitrov could play center, and I don't have the right answer, it's more easier to get a winger. Could you trade for Jarrett McCann? Could you sign Brock Bowser? Or would you like to transition for 2 years, 3 years to get Brooke Nelson from Colorado? Could you looking for Charlie Coy? Like PS, I would not do it. I hate on me that Hugo made so many fumble to trade, sorry, but they did not get equal value back to for Monahan or Kovacevic or Evan Romanov. Damn it, we have one tonight with those guys. I disagree with you about that. 'Cause if you are Romanov, you don't have Lane Hudson. Right flat right there. No matter I will not select Lane Hudson if Romanov is in the lineup. Sorry to tell you that, but that's the reality behind that. Kovacevic does not help the Montreal Canadiens. Kovacevic is not a part of the Montreal Canadiens long term. Finally, for Monahan does want to have a contract of 5 years at 5.5. Monahan this year will help the Montreal Canadiens. Monahan next year it will help the Montreal Canadiens, but not after that. You need a younger center to take the spot of Monahan. Yeah, yes, Tony. You cannot have Madison, Cooley, Romanov there. They will not trade. They don't want to pick Hudson because the left side is jam. He plays so good, Marco, at the last end of the season for the Islanders. Here we go, guys. We're going to be back at the game between the Kings. The second period going to restart. So I'm glad to talk with you between period. This, guys, because Marco told me to do it. I don't know if you like it. I think it's better when I show up like that, zone intermission, to sharing what's going on. So I'm glad to be with us tonight, guys. Don't forget to please to click on the likes. And we do the best we can to carry on the most game of the playoff. It's hard when you have 4 games that are in the same night, but it is what it is. So thanks again. And I can see you the second intermission.
And the all-new ESPN LA app. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
This journey moves us. It moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything.
2-0 in this game, and there's been too many past shot attempts, including when they get back on the power play. They got to drip the net right away.
Out from the Oilers zone, Bouchard through the middle. It's off a stick, goes into Kings territory. Edmonton wraps it up the left wing boards all the way down the ice. It'll be icing against the Kings. We're 1 minute and 8 seconds into the second. 2-0 LA leads.
Edmonton, a hard-nosed player. Got a little bit of reverb there. Won a cup in St. Louis in 2018-19. That was the year Larry Robinson, who of course finished his career as a member of the LA Kings. People forget that. Came in and suggested to Craig Berube that they partner Colton Parayko with Jay Bouwmeester and created different matchups for Alex Pietrangelo so he could concentrate a little bit more on offense.
Foegele into the Oilers zone, left wing to Moore. He's in the corner. Across to Foegele out of the right corner. The shot and the save made by Skinner as Foegele had jammed it in front of the net. Nurse can skate out for Edmonton. Off the right wing boards and in. And he wasn't quite to center. They'll call it icing.
They're booing Darnell Nurse, who gave the business to Quentin Byfield. Got himself a 1-game suspension.
That was that 5-0 game, April 14th in Edmonton.
Well, right now there's a sense of belief with LA. That's clear.
Yeah.
They're a better team, but what's the first thing that has to happen for the sense of belief with every team? What do you got to get?
Wow.
You got to get stops, and Kemper's given them that.
Yeah.
And the Oilers have had nowhere near enough traffic around the goal.
Face off the Edmonton zone. Kuzmenko to the left wing, off the end of his stick. Nurse to Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle of the ice to Connor Brown. Brown comes into the Kings zone on the left side. Played him behind the net. Edmondson on the end boards for Los Angeles. He lost it. Brown goes in behind the net. Ooh, takes a hard hit from Edmondson. Kopitar for Kempe. Kempe to center ice. Chris crosses through the middle. Backhands it. Cross corner. Kuzmenko on the left side. Right in behind the Edmonton goal, but Emberson there for the Oilers. To Jeff Skinner, and now to center ice for Trent Frederick. Frederick off the right wing boards and in. He'll go after, runs into Spence. The puck on the end boards. Kopitar through the middle. Right wing to Turcotte. He'll get to center ice, shoots it in. Nope, didn't get to center. They'll call it icing.
Good play by Jeff Skinner. He sealed the wall there and created a turnover. Now the Oilers get an O-zone draw, and I think they're going to go Leon's line here.
Okay. 2:29 into the second. 2-0 Kings lead. Cameron along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Draisaitl will take the draw against Kopitar. Tried it once. We'll try a second time. Draisaitl wins the draw. Left wing point. Bouchard to Draisaitl. Right wing corner. Trying to hold off Gavrikov to Podkolzin. Back to the point. Kulak over to Bouchard. And that one just goes off his stick. And the puck comes out. At center ice is Kopitar. He has to wait for Malott to get back on side. He'll dump it in. Bouchard out from behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard to center ice to Draisaitl. It goes off his stick. And it's shot out. And getting to it. Byfield over the line. His pass across to LaFerriere. He missed him. Looked like he had a line to the net. Draisaitl will get the puck into Arvidsson. Now to Draisaitl, cross ice, and it goes to Podkolzin in right wing corner. To the right wing point for Brown. Josh Brown's shot wide of the goal. Up the right wing, LaFerriere to center ice. He'll softly shoot it in.
Cam, the Oilers got to shoot some pucks here.
Doughty on the right point. His shot goes wide of the net off the corner boards, and it comes out. It's in the neutral zone. Goes in past Doughty. He's got to go after it with Henrique right on him. Goes into the corner. Henrique takes him out. The puck along the boards. Doughty up near the blue line and to center ice. It was LaFerriere just into the Edmonton zone, and Corey Perry. It's Darnell Nurse. Corey Perry playing in his 216th NHL playoff game. The puck shot into the King zone. 2-0 Los Angeles. We're here in the second, just over 4 minutes gone. Moore down the right wing into the Oiler end. Stops up top of the circle. To the corner, Fortuneau. To Moore, back to the point. Gavrikov will keep it in. To Fogle behind the net. Got it in front. He goes into the slot. Back to the left wing point. Edmondson to Gavrikov through the middle. And he gave it away to McDavid. And he'll get to center ice. David checked by Gavrikov. And he'll clear it out. Bouchard just inside the Edmonton blue line. Got it to the Kings line, but that's it. And it's Deneau, right wing. Gave it to Kuzmenko, driving towards the goal. The wraparound, and that stays out of the net. Great chance for Kuzmenko.
Great stop from Stuart Skinner there. That's his best of the game.
Just got the pad there in time. It's bouncing around into the Oiler end left wing corner. Kopitar on the right wing boards for Kempe. He'll turn and shoot it. It's blocked by Nurse. Up the left wing is Brown to center. Got his stick lifted by Kopitar. Kuzmenko has it at his own blue line.
Right now, the Kings are quicker on pucks. Edmonton's having some challenges here. They got to get their feet moving, and they got to play a more direct north-south game, Cam.
2-0 Kings. 5:25 gone here in the second period. Puck directed into the Edmonton zone. Stuart Skinner's got to play it. Up the left side. Up to the blue line. Jeff Skinner got it out. Helenis back into his own end for Clark up the right wing. Off of Turcotte. Skinner with a little rim pass on the left wing for Nurse. Now behind the net to Bouchard. Bouchard will wait in behind the Edmonton net.
And here's the 1-3-1 stack that they use.
Which is everybody in the neutral zone. So the Oilers will bring it up to center ice. Bouchard's pass that misses Henrique. It's icing against Edmonton. So they won't be able to make a change. And it'll be a face-off in the Edmonton zone. Kuzmenko and Byfield scoring in the first period to give the Kings a 2-0 lead. Kuzmenko on the power play. Byfield has even strength. Face-off to the right of Stuart Skinner. 36th playoff appearance for Skinner, 19-15 NHL playoff career. Henrique to take the draw. Puck goes to the line. Here's Fiala's shot, and a glove save made by Skinner. On a hard shot by Fiala. We're going to take a break. We've played 6 minutes, 16 seconds of the second period. 2-0. Kings lead the Oilers from the Crypto.com arena here in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the all-new Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com Arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 2-0. Kings lead the Oilers here in the second period. They just showed the replay of that wraparound by Kuzmenko. That puck was right on the line.
Skinner made a solid stop.
Went off of Skinner's pad. But that's how close it was to 3-0. Face off in the Oilers zone to the left of Stuart Skinner.
Edmonton had a good stretch after LA made it 1-0 for about 9 minutes. And then a brutal goal in the final minute of the period. And they've had no juice here in the second of this. And this has been LA's game so far. Edmonton's going to have to dig in a bit here.
Nugent Hopkins into the face-off circle with Kopitar. And drop it. It goes to Skinner. He's got to cover it. We'll do it again. Game 2 of this series on Wednesday here in Los Angeles. Games 3 and 4 Friday and Sunday at Rogers Place in Edmonton. Kulak off the draw, up in the air and out. A little wide of the LA net. That's icing against Edmonton.
They have changed the Oilers lines here. It's put Colson with Nugent Hopkins.
Frederick.
Are they going to move Skinner up?
That would be my guess. Face off to the right of Skinner. Stuart Skinner. Jeff Skinner, the one we were talking about moving up. And the puck goes to Kuzmenko, left wing corner. Behind the net, Emberson there for Edmonton. Right wing to Frederick, now to Nugent Hopkins. Comes into the King zone. Flips it to the right corner, goes after it, in behind the net. Crashes on the end boards. The puck squeezes over to the left wing side. Poke to the line. Kulak, his shot, and it doesn't get through. Grant Clark will get it out through the middle. Off of Kempe. Emberson turns it up at the Edmonton blue line. His pass through the middle of the ice. Broken up by Kopitar. Kopitar into the Edmonton end. Angle shot off the end boards. Kuzmenko wrap it back to the blue line. Mikey Anderson down low to Andrei Kuzmenko. Slides to the right side, put it right through the slot. It goes to the line and out. Doughty with it at center ice. 2-0. Kings lead. We're here in the second. Puck dumped in. Stuart Skinner on the left wing. Goes in front of the Edmonton net. Emberson with it over to Kulak. And they got it out through center ice. Puck brought in. Trevor Moore on the left side towards the net, and a good save made by Stuart Skinner. That went off the glove, and the puck in the right corner, and Emberson up the right wing boards down the ice. It won't be icing as Hyman flies after it inside Kings territory. It's in behind the net.
Skinner is moved up here.
It was rimmed to the line. Wallman kept it in for the Oilers. To Hyman in behind the goal. Zach Hyman to Jake Wallman on the right wing point. Down low to Jeff Skinner. Pulls it off the right side. A shot doesn't get through. The puck at the side of the goal. And Deneau on the left wing to Moore. Off the boards and out.
That's been part of the problem for Edmonton. They've had some ozone time, but they can't get pucks through the net.
Nurse at the Edmonton blue line. Up to Jeff Skinner. Off his stick and in. 2-0 Kings lead. 8.5 gone here in the second period of game 1. It's just inside the Kings blue line. Gavrikov to center ice to Fiala, and he couldn't get a pass across. He had Byfield. The puck goes to the right wing corner. Byfield taken to the end boards. It goes over to Fiala. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Rimmed by Kulak to Victor Arvidsson. At center ice for Connor Brown. Shoots it into the Kings zone as it's on the left wing boards. Arvidsson, top of the circle, but LaFerriere able to get it out. Finds Fiala. Kevin Fiala on the left wing will dump the puck in.
Brown finished him off with a hit. Don't see that from him in the regular season, but in the playoffs, everybody's got a hit.
Draisaitl is center ice for the Oilers. Now into the Kings' end. Stops on the right wing. Couldn't get his pass across. And it's brought out to center ice. And it's shot in by Malott. Kalenius on the inboards for Malott to the right corner in front of the goal. And that's broken up, and it's Nurse to skate out for the Oilers. Into the Kings zone on the right wing. Dumps it in behind the net. He took a hit on the play. The puck hacked around the boards, off the glass, out of play by Doughty. And the faceoff will remain in the Kings' end. 9:40 gone here in the second. 2-0 Los Angeles leads.
Well, we're halfway through this game, and the Oilers have 6 shots on goal.
Not one this period. Plenty of attempts, but none that have gotten through. The Kings have done an amazing job of getting in the way. Faceoff's going to be to the right of Darcy Kemper. Henrique on the ice. Henrique, Janmark, and Perry with Nurse and Emberson. Kopitar taking the draw for the Kings. Great to have you on board wherever you are along the Oilers radio network tonight. All right, they got him lined up. Puck goes to Corey Perry. Left wing point to Nurse. Trying to find a shooting lane. Now towards the net. It misses. Short side. Emberson on the right wing point.
The puck has to go right away, Cam. It's got to be a wrist shot. It can't be a slapper.
Kempe will shoot it in. Glove down by Stuart Skinner. Skinner gave it to Emberson. Emberson across to Nurse. To Emberson. To Nurse as he finds that center ice line and now rims the puck in. It's over to the left wing. Henrique up against the boards. Janmark in there too, but Kopitar able to get it out. Emberson on the right side for Corey Perry. And hit that curved glass over at the Edmonton bench. So we get the whistle with 9:34 to go here in the second period. We're going to take a break. 2-0. Kings lead the Oilers in game one from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. It's Ford Dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers radio network.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need when you need it 24/7, 365 every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here at the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. 2-0. Kings lead the Oilers in game one. 9:34 to go here in the second period.
We're out of a commercial break, so Chris Knobloch's going to put McDavid with Draisaitl and Hyman. Again, Draisaitl did not play the final 7 games. Hyman missed the final, 3?
Yep.
Connor played just one of the final 2. He did play 4 of the final 5 and had 10 points and went +9. But right now, the Oilers are just 6 shots on goal. Haven't had a shot this period.
That got through. They've taken plenty towards
I know,
it has
but
been hard pressed to get them
they've only got 6 blocks.
Yeah. Doughty, left wing to Fogle, to center ice. Fogle can shoot the puck in. It's going to bounce off the end boards. Wallman to center for Draisaitl. He'll go cross ice. Bouchard in over the line. Blasts a shot off the arm of Kemper. And the puck along the left wing inside the King zone. Moore on the right side gets to center ice. To the left wing corner for Fogle. Fogle knocked down by Bouchard. He got back up. Rimmed on the left. There was nobody there on the point. It comes out. Doughty back pedals into his own end. Snaps a pass through the middle for Fiala. He'll drop it. Right wing. LaFerrier's shot off this stick of Bouchard. It goes wide. And McDavid will come down the right wing. Into the King's end. Stood up on the play. Fiala gets a loose puck. Fiala wheels through the middle. On the left side for Byfield into the Oiler end. Now to the slot. Gavrikov to Byfield. A shot. Great save made by Skinner. And up the left wing. Mark will get it to center ice. The right wing for Perry will dump it in. 2-0 Kings here in the second. Kulak left point. A shot goes wide of the net. 8:09 to go in the second period. Mark's got it behind the goal. Try to wrap it around. Goes off the stick of the netminder Kemper. And on the right wing to center ice, it's LaFerriere. And he'll flip it in. Emberson for Kulak. To Emberson up the right wing out of the Edmonton zone. Through the middle, went off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Doughty to Anderson. Shoot it into the Edmonton end. It's on the end boards. Comes off a stick, and it's Nugent Hopkins. Through the middle of the ice to Nurse. Nurse into the King's end, and his pass hit a stick, and now chasing after it is Bouchard to clear it out. Doughty will come into the Edmonton zone, right wing. Off the corner boards, it goes behind the net, and it's Bouchard through the middle of the ice. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins, in over the line. It gets into the slot, and no one from Edmonton can find it. Fogle will get it out. It'll be on net, won't be icing. Skinner to Bouchard. Will stop behind the Edmonton net.
Still, how many shots, Cam?
They got 1 this period. 7 total. And they're down 2-0 here in the second period of game 1. It's dumped in. 6:49 to go in the second. Along the left wing boards, Connor Brown. Around to the right to Emberson. To Draisaitl in front. Tip towards the net. Saved by Kemper. And the rebound jammed wide. The puck along the left wing corner. Gavrikov up the boards. Tino got it to center ice to Fogle. He'll shoot it in.
Missed opportunity there. Maybe the best chance of the game, 5v5 for Edmonton.
Draisaitl to center ice. On the right wing to Arvidsson. He'll come in. He'll shoot it. And that doesn't get through. And the puck on the right wing. LaFerriere out through the middle to Clark. Dodged the hit from Arvidsson. Clark on the left side to LaFerriere. And his shot off his stick goes wide.
Wallman toe picked. You always worry about that coming off a groin injury.
Arvidsson gets the puck out of the zone. Fiala, right wing to Byfield. Now LaFerriere to Byfield. Missed him on the right wing. Fiala dumped down by Hyman. Puck in the left wing corner of the Oiler end. 5:42 to go in the second period. 2-0 Kings lead here in game 1. Wallman out of the Edmonton zone through the middle off the stick of McDavid. It rolls down to Kemper. He'll scoop it up with the glove. He's going to hold on to it, and there'll be a face-off in the Kings end. It'll be to the right of
and
Kemper.
We're not going to go to commercial here
because it was dumped in from the neutral zone. All right. David, Skinner, and Hyman on the ice with Nurse and Bouchard. Kopitar taking the draw for the Kings. Kuzmenko and Byfield, the goal scorers, both of those in the first period. McDavid wins the draw to Nurse on the point. Cross to Bouchard, a shot, and that goes wide of the goal. Kempe can get it out.
Edmonton completely boxed out of this game.
Puck goes to the middle. Kempe, a shot saved by Skinner. As Adrian Kempe, another chance, scores. Kempe went to the backhand and makes it 3-0 for the Kings.
That was ugly. Not quite sure why Bouchard and Nurse were both back behind the net. Somebody's got to stay in front of the net on the D. You're in zone D. One of the defenders has got to remain in front of the net there.
At one point, they had 4 players below the goal line. Well, Kempe scores at 14:47, and it's 3-0 for Los Angeles. That was moments after Stuart Skinner made a very good save off of Adrian Kempe. Fiala into the Oilers zone to Byfield. It goes off his stick. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Now to Janmark. We'll get it out to center ice. Pushes it towards the left wing corner in the Kings' end. The puck on the right wing. Henrique left it in behind the goal. Gavrikov on the right. Up the right, but it won't get out. Byfield top of the circle, stripped of it by Henrique. A shot, and he misses from the angle. It's hacked out of the zone by Fiala. At center ice, Janmark to Kulak. Kuzmenko and Kopitar get the assist on the Kempe goal. It's 3-0 Los Angeles. 4:20 to go here in the second period.
Oilers need a momentum changer here.
Something. Moore wedged to the boards on the right side in the Edmonton end. Moore goes in behind the net with it, though. Back to the left wing point. Edmondson shot. That misses. It's played in front. It's loose in the slot. Nugent Hopkins can bring it out, and he'll come down the right wing. Into the Kings' end. To the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins. Right wing to the point. Bouchard pulls it off the boards. Makes a move as he comes down the right side. A shot towards the net. Off his stick goes wide. It's in behind the goal. Up to the blue line, but Podkolzin can keep it in for the Oilers. That is just shot out past him by Deneau.
Well, real dirty play by Joel Edmondson, and he got a skate on the Oilers' number 21, Trent Frederick, and sent Frederick, you know what, over tea kettle.
It was off the stick of Draisaitl.
And that stopped a 2-on-1. Smart, cagey play by Edmondson, a little bit greasy, and it broke a 2-on-1 opportunity for Edmonton.
Draisaitl winds it up in front of the Edmonton net, and now to center ice to Kulak. On the right wing to Bouchard. Bouchard across to Draisaitl, left wing corner to Arvidsson to Draisaitl.
Gotta shoot.
To the point to Kulak. Off the left corner boards.
Gotta put more pucks to the net if you're Edmonton.
Here's Bouchard. He'll try, but it doesn't get through. Through the middle, Doughty got it out. Right wing to LaFerriere, he'll shoot it in. 3-0, Kings lead. We're here in the second period of game 1. Bouchard off the right wing boards and out. Just off of McDavid. Gavrikov to center ice. Play the puck into the Oilers zone. Kulak to Bouchard. It came right in front of the net. The shot scores! Philip Deneau got a gift in the slot, and it's 4-0 Los Angeles. .43, time of the goal.
Just a horrible play by Kevin Bouchard. There's really
Kings lead.
I mean, that is just about as costly of a turnover as you could see. And turnovers like that don't typically happen when number 97 is on the ice, but it does here. And Philip Deneau and the Kings make them pay. And with 2 minutes to play in period 2, it's 4-0 Los Angeles in game 1. Kings back to their own zone, getting play back underway. Oilers intercept behind the net. Great move by McDavid to keep moving and avoid it. Check centered, had it poked away. Oilers get it back. Great play by Wallman to prevent the Kings breakout for Fiala. He just got checked behind the play and then threw a slash back at Wallman. Referees let both of those moves go. Puck back to the Kings zone. Byfield checked along the wall, charged the puck free for Doughty, and the Kings in their own zone with 90 seconds left in period 2. They scored 2 goals in a 3-minute span. Kempe and Deneau to make it 4-0 LA. Oilers in their own zone. Corey Perry, the lone Stanley Cup champion on this 2025 Oilers roster, won back in 2007 with Anaheim, and is the lone champion on this team despite this group combining for the most Stanley Cup playoff games of any team in this year's postseason. Kings take over in their own end. Edmonton passes up the far wall. Fogle drops it back for Deneau, the recent Kings goal scorer, who leaves it back for Joel Edmondson. Final minute of the period. Kings leading 4-0. Gavrikov checked at the red line, but got it deep to the Oilers zone, and the Kings will change. Kings are out shooting the Oilers 8-2 this period and 16-8 in the game. Oilers out to center. Nurse over the logo at center. Winds and fires into Kemper's glove as he stepped over the blue line. And with 36.4 seconds left in the frame, we will get a whistle. But will we get a timeout? Yep, and we will. So we will take a break, come back for the final 36 seconds here in Los Angeles. It's the Kings 4, the Oilers 0 here in the second period of Game 1. You're listening to the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, it's Mace. Want a new game to get excited about? Check out Chumba Casino, your favorite online social casino. It's free to play, no strings attached. Enjoy social casino games like bingo, slingo, and slots and more with new releases every week, whether you're at home or on the go. Play for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Get started today at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
My name is Drew Robertson. I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road 4x4. I knew my truck was always going to be evolving to my needs for my travels. Ultimate dream is to do Alaska, the most northern point, and drive all the way down to Patagonia, the most southern. It's called the Pan America Trail. That's my ultimate vision, ultimate goal.
Today's the day for a great lease or a low APR on a new Tacoma 4x4. See all offers at Toyota.com. Then see your Toyota dealer today.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy on you. Toyota, let's go places.
We are your sports station, 710 ESPN.
Kingdom watch parties are back this postseason as the LA Kings look to claim their 3rd Stanley Cup championship. Join your fellow Kings fans at one of their many locations for every Kings playoff game. Enjoy food and drink specials, giveaways, and more. To find a watch party near you, visit lakings.com/watch parties.
Now both teams loud enough for this face-off. Draisaitl, McDavid out there. Corey Perry, he's going to the front of that. Kempe, Kopitar, and Byfield up front for the Kings.
Draisaitl wins the draw. Nurse cuts to the front, had it knifed away, and now Byfield rumbles out of the zone, but fell over as he approached the red line. Face-off in the Kings zone that the Oilers won, and a break with just 36 seconds left in the period. That now trickles down to 18 seconds. Draisaitl in, dropped it for McDavid, jumped over his stick. Oilers hold it in. Bouchard, left wing, curls back to the blue line, evades Kempe, sends it to the near wall. McDavid away from Kopitar, over to the right circle, a one-timer, and they score. So, Draisaitl blasts it home from the right circle. Kopitar looked to be talking with the referee. as McDavid just curled right away from the Kings captain, and the Oilers are on the board with 4 seconds left in the second period.
That goal will definitely give the Oilers bench a boost. They haven't been able to celebrate anything like that so far, and you see the dying seconds on the clock there, 4.7 here, and right now the Kings are talking about things. I'm not sure what the referees are discussing with Byfield and with Doughty, but Anze Kopitar had something to say as soon as he got up as well.
Yeah, I mean, they just showed the replay on the video board. I think it's clear as day that number 97 has a firm grasp of Anze Kopitar's stick and basically just took Kopitar's stick out of his hands before threading that pass across for McDavid. So the Kings were clearly upset about that. They've reset the clock now to 6 seconds. So even though McDavid had a grasp on Kopitar's stick, he feeds Draisaitl for the Oilers' first goal of the game. And now Frederick going at it with Byfield right in front of you, Darryl. And the final seconds tick off the clock.
Yeah, nothing comes from it. Byfield wisely just skates away from it. Doughty exchanging a few words here with a few of the Oilers players here. We see a couple of players here all coming together. Kings make sure their goaltender gets across to their side of center ice. We'll see whether or not now that goal here in the dying seconds gives the Oilers any type of motivation going into the intermission, but Kings are in a good spot through 40 minutes as they have a 3-goal lead.
McDavid feeds Draisaitl with just 5 seconds left in the period, but the Kings score twice in the frame. They have built a 4-1 lead over the Oilers after 40 minutes. We'll take a break in the second intermission. Well, it's not just the time for the Stanley Cup Playoffs, it's time for the Calder Cup Playoffs as well. We're joined by Ontario Reign TV and radio analyst Paige Capistran after this for a Reign report in the second.
Here we go. We are back. Our second intermission. Was the end of the second period between Oilers and the Kings. Robert, welcome back in the house. Thanks for everybody to be a part of the show. Don't forget, please, to click on the likes. Thanks, Guy, for the super chat. Robert, I feel the same way. I don't see urgency by the Oilers like he was before. And we have to give credit for the Kings, guys. The Kings are looking good. At home, of course, but they don't give any chance to the Oilers to skate with the puck. And that helping, them, Skinner make a big save. We have only 10 shots Edmonton after 2 periods. It's not the Oilers. We know they play with injuries, but still, Kings 4 and the Oilers 1 after 40 minutes. I know Oilers can score 3 goals in the third period, but the way they are so good on defensive, the way they play well at home, I don't see the Oilers come back in this game, and the King would take the lead 1-0. We talk about no goal there. Now, in Dallas, with 15 minutes to go remaining on the third period, the Colorado 3, the Star 2. Goal at the end of the period, honestly, at 19:27, give the lead Avalanche. And they score back-to-back goal to take the lead 3-2. The Colorado win the first game against Dallas Star. The shot are 24-21 for the Star at this moment. 2 games early tonight. First of all, the Jet lead 2-0 in the series. Beat the Blues for the second time at home by the score of 2-1. Good performance overall. The LA Buck gave only 1 goal on 22 shots. The Jet, Cole Perfetti, scored a goal, game-winning goal for the Jet. And the only goal from the Blues guy is Jimmy Snockerad. I was expect Robert Thomas, Buchnevich to step up for the Blues. Bennington had to have a bad game overall. But that way, the Jet. Montreal Canadiens, you already know what happened. Montreal lost 3-2. And overtime. It was 1-0 after 20 minutes. Ovechkin scored the only goal on the power play. What a great shot, guys. The Montebo cannot do anything about that. The shot was 13-15 advantage Washington after 20 minutes. Second period, Washington came back with a second goal of the game to take the lead 2-0 after 40 minutes. And most of the fans, like me, we said they would be very hard. The Montreal come back. The Caps was in control about everything. The Montreal cannot go in the middle. They cannot have a great opportunity. Thompson was excellent between the pipe. And the Montreal Canadiens was honestly constantly in the zone because of the forechecking of the Capitol was excellent. But a penalty of Pierre-Luc Dubois at the middle of the third period, approximately 10 minutes, changed everything for the rest of the game. What are you talking about? But during that power play, Montreal Canadiens scored a goal. The Cole Caulfield scored his first goal of the playoff, assisted by Laney and Hudson to cut the lead from 2 goals at 1. And then finally, 4 minutes something to go remaining on the third period. Nick Zuski pick up a rebound in front of the net for a couple of players. And with Thompson completely out of the crease, Zuski scored his first goal of the playoff also and tied the game 2-2. And the rest after that, Montreal was hanging there. They would try to take the lead 3-2. The Capitals was just barely. It looked like gas. It looked like they felt tired. And unfortunately, in overtime, at the beginning of the overtime, icing by Kaden Coley, face off 50-50. And then Demidav go all the way defenseman, shot at the blue line, and then the puck bouncing on the right side. And Lane Hudson lost his coverage, and then finally Ovechkin get a pass from Strom and put the puck in the net. It gave the W for the Capitals. If you are the Montreal Canadiens fans, said, yeah, it's sad for the Montreal lose the game that way, but I like the way they bounce back. I like the way they continue to fight, believe, and they respond very well whatsoever the physicality at the beginning of the first period. And, you can see Caulfield, Suzuki, Hudson, Carrier, and many of them got pushed around, but they still stay in the game. So I like the resilience. I like the way they continue to fight, and some adjustment need to be make for the second game, maybe on the way they carry the puck or the way they can forechecking better. But in my opinion, right now, I want Montreal Canadiens step up for the second line, the third line, the fourth line. Montreal Canadiens cannot win game playoff with only the first line. So, like people say, Tom Wilson. Look, Wilson was not play a normal game, was not a factor of that game, whatever he did, a couple of hits. But everybody hit the Capitals. They knew they had to hit the defenseman Montreal. They cannot let them skating be Madison or Hudson can carry in the puck. So at the end, Hudson get out that game with 2 points, 2 assists. Caulfield is the goal of the Montreal Canadiens. And we'll see what's going happening. Sakaski, Demidav didn't have a good game overall for the Montreal Canadiens. But this is playoff. You don't win the playoff for the first game. The chance to win the playoff when you win the first game is better. But we still see Montreal going to react. And they can win the next game. The back in Montreal with the ice advantage. We'll see what's happening. Guy, Montreal is 6-7. Tony, funny, Marc Bergevin land and lesson and he has helped build the team and those second contender. No, Tony, Marc Bergevin did not build the Kings. It's Rod Blake. He's only a special assistant GM or advisor, Rob. He don't take any decision. Bergevin is not at the game sometime. He's only a special advisor, Tony. So I want to just clarify that for the job of Marc Bergevin with the Star. Thanks so much, RJ. Tomorrow, guys, going to do the game between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators. Game starts at 7:30. And then we're going to do the game at 11 o'clock. Now, maybe we can skip, but we will try to make it. You guys, you're nuts to be with me late like that. It's 11, it's midnight Eastern time. And you guys with me. If you think I'm not about hockey, but you guys, you're also nuts about hockey. $11.59 to go remaining. Colorado 3 and the dollar star 2. If Avalanche win tonight, the Dallas are really in trouble. I don't see Dallas win 2 games on the road without Robinson and Eskinen. They could maybe win one, but they're not going to bounce back. Compared to the Blues, where the Blues come back home after that. Thanks for the likes. 4 game tomorrow. Wednesday we have 3 game. Montreal Canadiens play. Thursday we have 4 game also. We try to do 2 game per night, guys. And it's only weekend. We'll see how many game we got. It's only weekend, but I will do my best to give you most of the game for the first round and go from there. Hurricane won the first game against the Devils. The Laval Rocket got a bye, by the way. People asking me when they play. So it's only weekend next week. You have American Hockey League first round. Montreal, Laval skipped that one. And you have to wait at the end of April. But now we have twice again. So maybe at the beginning of May to see the Laval Rocket play at home the first 2 games. I expect Toronto Marlins to go through that playoff first round. No, Pete, 11 minutes to go remaining. PS Cold Kings go. I'm watching the Kings ice rink. 11 minutes to go remaining. Avalanche star. I don't know why the game start at 6 o'clock Hurricane tomorrow. And why the game in Vegas start at 11 o'clock. I don't get it. Again, thanks so much, everybody, to be a part of the show tonight. We appreciate it a lot. We are 3 minutes before the start of the third period, guys. We'll be right back a little bit later. Now, Tony, Montego was a waiver, so it was not a trade. And Nick Suzuki, it was a gift from the Vegas. He did not want Nick Suzuki. It was Cody Glass, Tony. The draft of Caulfield Cody is good, but look about the draft of all the Montreal Canadiens under under Marc Bergevin is a fiasco. If you look about him, all the draft he did under Trevor Timmins and Marc Bergevin, not very good. The Dallas Star, 30 game, 3-3. Bane, welcome back. Thanks so much, RJ. Oh, Edgeny Dadonov scored a goal. Ex-Montreal Canadien, Ottawa Senator. Vegas Golden Knight, Florida Panthers, Dadonov. Yeah, 3-3 right there, 9:45. I think the game is on ESPN, by the way. Good goal for Dadonov in front of net. Thanks so much, Ron.
Slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the six. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club, did he?
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Starting a yard project soon? Before you dig, remember that utility lines might be just below the surface. The average shovel strike travels over 30 miles per hour with over 200 pounds of force, powerful enough to break underground utility lines, which homeowners could be responsible to pay for. Always call 811 before you dig to stay safe, avoid fines or outages. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/811. SoCalGas is responsible for marking natural gas pipelines up to the gas meter.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's #1 entertainment destination. See world-class performances at Yamava Theater all year long, like legendary singer-songwriter James Taylor. On May 8th, see smash hitmakers Foreigner take the stage on June 11th. And don't miss a chance to see the iconic pop music star Halsey on July 6th. Buy your tickets today at YamavaTheater.com or the casino box office. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
RadNet is California's leader in high-quality, cost-effective radiology services with a statewide network of outpatient imaging centers. Each center offers state-of-the-art equipment, providing patients, physicians, and payers the latest advancements, including AI tools for breast, lung, and prostate screenings. RadNet has been a long-standing partner with the Kings for over 25 years. With locations across the state, RadNet makes radiology care convenient for you. To find a location near you, call 1-800-2-RADNET or visit us at radnetimaging.com.
Playoff hockey is back, Kings fans. See the Kings in round 1 of the Stanley Cup Playoffs at Crypto.com Arena. Tickets are available now at lakings.com/playoffs.
This journey moves us. It moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything. This journey is measured not in days, but in lives changed, families cared for, communities strengthened. Because to change what healthcare can be, there's only one direction to go. Well ahead, Blue Shield of California.
We are your sports station, 710 ESPN.
The LA Kings lead the Edmonton Oilers 4-1 through 2 periods of play here at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. And here in the second intermission report, now the Stanley Cup playoffs are underway, we will get you set for the Calder Cup playoffs as the Kings' American Hockey League affiliate, the Ontario Reign, begin postseason play against rival San Jose on Thursday. We're joined here in the second intermission by Ontario Reign TV and radio analyst Paige Capistran. Paige, what do you think? It's been a pretty good game so far.
This is so awesome. It feels like playoff hockey is officially here in LA, and I mean the crowd tonight, you can't ask for more.
Well, the Reign are actually going to be playing in this building on Thursday, so a unique opportunity. Sometimes the scheduling things are weird come Calder Cup playoff time with a lot of these AHL teams, and for the Reign, they will start the postseason on Thursday, 7 p.m. start in this building against the San Jose Barracuda. Now, I was at the game the other night. I saw you and Jared in the booth. Reign fall in the final game of the season, game number 72. They end up being the 3rd seed in the Pacific Division. Where's this team at heading into the playoffs?
I think that they are at a great spot being in that 3rd slot, and when we look at the game against San Jose, the series this year, they are 5-3 against them, and they actually the Reign played San Jose 3 times in April. They went 2-1, so they know the team very well, and I'm expecting it based off of the times that the Reign has played them, it to be a really physical series.
Now, Glenn Gaudin the other night for the Reign scored. He also played on his 72nd game of the season. He's played in all of them, but Joseph Ciccone played in 74 games because he played in more games for Iowa before coming over in a trade. He played in 74. There's only 72 games in a season, so figure that one out. But those two guys, especially Glenn Gaudin, what has he meant to this group this season?
Glenn Gaudin, he has meant so much. Him and Charles Hudon,
and the Oilers are to within a couple.
It's been a while since Matthias Janmark has scored. It's his first goal in the last 30 games, but he was Matthias on the spot on that one on some nice work from Frederick. And it's a 2-goal game and a little flicker of life here for Edmonton.
2:19 into the 3rd period. You and I talked about it at the end of the second. Well, you never know.
What's the most important word in sports? You just never know.
Exactly. Now the Oilers to within a couple, and there's still plenty of time.
And that's your 4th line scoring a goal.
Exactly.
You'll take that.
Edmondson at center ice will dump it in. 4-2 Kings lead. We're early in the 3rd. Matthias Janmark, the goal scorer for the Oilers. Puck gets given away, though. Byfield on the right. The shot and a glove save made by Stuart Skinner. He snares it out of the air and holds on as Fiala let that go from the right side. But the Oilers very much right back in this game. Face off to the left of Skinner. Janmark from Frederick. 2:19. Puck lifted up and out by Wallman. Arvidsson into the Kings zone. On the left side, his pass comes across. Hit a stick, goes to the middle, and now bringing it out is Fiala. In a race with Wallman, Fiala got caught by Wallman, and the pass to the middle, it sits there, and it's Nurse off the left wing boards and out. It's center ice to Hyman. He'll dump it in. 4-2, Kings lead here in the third. The puck along the boards, top of the circle in Los Angeles territory.
I'll tell you, this guy knows how to flop.
Penalty coming up.
Yeah. Yep. It's going to be Hyman.
The Oilers touch it.
Clark, he sold it like he got shot out of the 18th roll.
So Hyman goes to the box.
Now you need a kill.
Yep.
And they're trying to check to see if, are they going to check him on a 5-minute major penalty here? You got to be kidding me. It is. They're going to go.
Edmonton penalty, number 18 has a 2-minute minor for a legal check to the head.
Oh.
Okay. Need a kill.
Need a kill.
Mr. Clark got a little upset when Vasily Podkolzin got a piece of him and clamped him, and he wigged out. Got to get a kill if you're Edmonton here. Too easy last time. You're back in the game at 4-2.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Face off to the right of Skinner. 3:16 into the third period. 4-2. Los Angeles leads. It was 4-0. Off the draw, puck sent to the line just out, off the stick of Kempe, as Emberson was able to clear.
Again, 5 forwards. Yeah. I would counter this if I was Edmonton at some point. They get one here with their 5 forwards, you got to counter it.
Kings stood up at the blue line. Kempe in the neutral zone. Left wing to Kopitar. To the Oiler end, now to Fiala. Left side, bumps it back to Kempe. He'll get it across side of the net, and it's Fiala. To the right wing point, Kuzmenko to Fiala to the blue line to Kempe. A shot, and he whistles it wide.
But they're putting pucks to the net. They got 4 righties and 1 lefty on this power play.
It's in behind the goal. Kuzmenko pass to Byfield. Could get his stick on it. And that hits Kopitar in the clear attempt and goes out of play. So it'll be a face-off inside the Edmonton zone. 1:05 to go in the penalty to Hyman. 4-2, Kings lead. We're here in the third period of game 1.
And Janmark to take a draw here. D-zone draw. Janmark's just 41%. I mean, the Oilers have Henrique 55 and RNH at 48 to start. This is a tough matchup for Janmark head-to-head against Kopitar. I thought we might see Draisaitl here.
Kopitar wins it. Kempe, left side. Now pass across the shot. Saved by Skinner off of Fiala. Puck to the left wing point. Kempe to Kopitar in front. Oh, what a stop by Skinner, and he covers it up. That pass came in front of the net. Amazing save by Skinner. Then Kuzmenko got dumped in front of the net.
Good. Work him over again. It's playoffs. It's best of 7. It's not just one game.
Kuzmenko right on the doorstep. Good save by Stuart Skinner.
Cam, I think Chris Knobloch has to use, at some point here, McDavid on the PK. They got 5 forwards out there. You don't use them in the regular season because you don't want to block in shots, but everybody blocks shots in the playoffs. Force them to do something different. And this is a big draw here for Henrique.
Face-off will be to the right.
Jeff Skinner.
Stuart Skinner. Yeah, Jeff Skinner gets an assist on the Janmark goal from Frederick and Skinner. Puck goes to the line. Kempe, a shot off his stick. Hits the end glass. Comes loose up the left wing for Henrique. In over the King line to the middle. To Nurse, the shot. The save by Kemper with a left pad. He covered it up. What an opportunity. Shorthanded for Edmonton with Nurse in the slot. Now we got a gathering in behind the Kings goal. Everybody up against the end boards. That was a great chance, shorthanded though. Nurse joining the rush. But Darcy Kemper makes the stop at the left pad. Oilers down 4-2 or 4 minutes, 38 seconds into the third period. Still got 38 seconds to kill in the Zach Hyman penalty. Faceoff comes outside the line. Edmonton had everybody in. After the little whatever that was in behind the net. Doughty with it in his own zone. He's top of the circles.
So they use 2D on this group.
To Deneau on the left wing. To the left wing corner. Now to Fogle. Goes in behind the goal. To the right side. Fogle with a shot. Saved by Skinner. Covers it up. Now Philip Deneau got what for from Jake Wallman.
They're going to call Wallman. He's going to get a penalty here.
What?
I'm pretty sure he signaled it's a penalty. Or did he just... Wallman's going to the box, Ken. They're sitting there jabbing at the...
Roughing the call.
Now you got to get at least saw off the draw.
Yeah. It's a 5-on-3 for 22 seconds. 4-2. Kings lead. We're here in the third. 4:55 into the period. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner.
Can't make the play.
Goes back to the line. Kempe across. One-timer scores. Fiala got the one-timer. That makes it 5-2 for the Kings. And the Kings will still be on the power play.
Sorry, but Jake Wallman can't make the play made. The Oilers got to be smarter. Philip Deneau spent some time down here in LA. He sold that one. And the Oilers haven't sold enough. They're owed a couple calls in this game from our officiating crew. Brad Meyer is the series official, series supervisor. LA's been better.
Yep. Fiala the goal scorer at 4:59.
Again, you keep McDavid and Draisaitl off the ice because you're killing penalties against a team that's got 5 forwards on the ice. No imagination.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers are still on it. Byfield off the left wing side at the Edmonton blue line. Emerson battles to get it out, but he can't. Pass comes across. Kuzmenko into the right wing corner. Kuzmenko to the side of the goal. It's lifted up and off the glove of Kempe and out. Kempe and Kuzmenko get the assists on that goal by Fiala. Kopitar into the Edmonton zone. Fiala to the point. Kempe on the left wing point through the middle. And it is jammed out to center by Connor Brown. 5-2 Kings here in the third.
And McDavid's on the ice now, but they've got their D out there.
55 seconds to go in the power play for Los Angeles. Is Doughty inside his own end.
You got it. If you're going to put Connor out, put him out against the forwards, not against the D.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. Puck shot in. Clark is in on the forecheck for the Kings. Goes to Fogle behind the net. Takes a good hit from Josh Brown. Into the corner. Nurse, left wing. Colson got it up to the line now to McDavid. He's one-on-one with Doughty. Into the Kings zone. The backhand save made by Kemper. He'll hold on to it. 23 seconds left to go in the penalty to Wallman. Oilers down 5-2 here in the third period. Face off to the left of Kemper. Kempe and Kuzmenko each for 3-point nights. 1 and 2 for each.
Well, the Oilers have handed 2 goals in this game away. This is a 3-2 game, right? That's what it is. It's a 3-2 game, and they're up 5-2 because Edmonton gave away 2 goals.
Vogel into the Edmonton zone. Is passed through the middle. Picked off, though, by Nugent Hopkins of the Oilers. He'll weave to center. Got hit by Deneau. Puck goes into the Kings zone. Doughty to Moore. Penalty over to Wallman. As the puck knocked out.
2 for 3 on the power play. It's not helping the Oilers tonight. I got a better kill than that.
Directed in by Quinton Byfield. Stuart Skinner out of his net. To Bouchard, rims on the right. McDavid to Draisaitl, stood up at the blue line. McDavid gets a loose puck. Over to Bouchard on the right wing to McDavid. Comes into the King zone on the right wing. To the right wing corner, back to the blue line. Bouchard, a blast, and that's kicked out by Kemper. And the puck cleared all the way down by Edmondson. That's icing against the Kings. 7:35 gone here in the third. Los Angeles up 5-2. Oilers were down 4-0. Got a goal late in the second. Got one early in the third. Starting to look good.
Couple iffy penalties.
Yeah, and then a 5-on-3 situation.
Yeah, you're going to hand the team.
Yeah.
The way they're feeling it right now, their power play.
Yeah, their power play picked it up late in the season. Andrei Kuzmenko a big part of that. And he's factored in on both power play goals in this game. Face off to the right with Kemper. The puck to the left wing point. Wallman over to Bouchard. Down the right wing into the corner. McDavid in front. Scores! Corey Perry at the side of the goal.
Well, it should have been a penalty called. They didn't call it.
It's 5-3.
Because Gavrikov was water skiing off of Connor McDavid. He slid it across, and Perry drills it home. The Oilers can never get on the power play here. Down 2. We might have a game of it.
How about Corey Perry? 19 goals in the regular season. Scores here. 216th playoff game in his career. 7:43 time of that goal. And again, the Oilers to within a couple. Drop the puck. It's at the Los Angeles blue line. Deneau shot it in. Bouchard will take it behind his goal. Dumped in off the stick of Skinner. It goes to the side of the net. Jeff Skinner's pass now hit Clark. It's on the right wing. Frederick up against the boards. Deneau got it free and was able to skip it just out. At center ice, Kulak hammer it in. Edmondson behind his goal. Over to Brant Clark through the middle, up in the air. Bouchard retreats. Goes in behind his net. 5-3. Kings lead. 8.5 gone here in the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Crypto.com Arena. This is game 1. On the right wing, Byfield. Into the Oiler end. Oh, snap a shot. And a save made by Skinner. He holds on to it. We're going to take a break. We've played 8 minutes, 49 seconds of the third. 5-3. Kings lead. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across oil country, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make oil country a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers. Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com Arena, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 5-3, Kings lead. 8 minutes, 49 seconds gone in the third period.
This game is wide open.
Wide open. Oilers have goals from Leon Draisaitl, Matthias Janmark, and Corey Perry. Kuzmenko, Byfield, Kempe, Deneau, and Fiala have scored for the Kings. Connor McDavid has a couple of assists. So does Evan Bouchard. Off the draw in the Edmonton zone, and it goes off the glass. No? I'm saying that's penalty.
Better not be a penalty because the linesman called it first.
No,
said it went off the glass.
Yeah. The referee thought it went. I think it went off the glass. I think the linesman knew it.
Now they're having a conversation here.
They are having a conversation.
An unforced error from Wallman. Can't happen.
If it went straight out. Would love to see a replay of that. And see if it did, in fact, go straight out.
He's calling penalty.
All right.
Edmonton penalty number 96. There's a delay of game. Puck over the glass.
We're going to have a problem here. The Oilers are saying it went off the stick. Wallman's continuing to discuss it. I think he airmailed that.
Yeah, I think he airmailed it. If it hit the glass, it was tough to detect on the replay.
You can't.
Oh, that looked like it went straight out.
Can you challenge this? I don't think you can you?
Edmonton is challenging the play that they say it's deflected off the glass.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
we're about to find out.
I hope they get a better look than the one we got. So. Jake Wallman, after each shot, was convinced that it hit the glass. In fact, he never thought it was a penalty at all. So I don't know if he's selling that or truly believed it, but
at the top,
you could just catch it.
Yeah, it moved. It looked like it moved. This is going to be a tough call here.
Yeah, it'll be tough to get that detected. If you don't get it, are you down 5-on-3?
You are. I mean, and Wallman again say no way.
Yeah. No, Jake Wallman's convinced it hit the glass. I mean, he's a lot closer to it than you and I are. However,
can I ask you a question? I mean, I know the refs. Where's the linesman closest to it waved it off initially. Why is he not in on the conversation? It's close.
This is close. And the last thing the Oilers want to see is that Kings power play that's 2 for 3. The last thing they want to see.
Well, you have a video coach for a reason. He believes it's not a penalty. The player believes it's not a penalty. I got news for you. The longer this goes, like they're obviously going to make.
Oh, yeah. And they need evidence to change the call. So
I just don't. I don't really see the evidence. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Cam? It doesn't.
Yeah. I saw the same replay you did, and it wasn't.
Like
that's not definitive.
To me, there's.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, it's a tough one to flip back.
I mean, you may as well hand them another goal here the way their power play is going.
Yeah.
I guess you got. I mean, this is, by the way, Jake Wallman's second playoff game ever. Yep. Emerson's first, and Josh Brown's fourth. Now, obviously, the team misses their best all-around defenseman, Matthias Ekholm.
Players are coming off the bench to skate around.
Here's the call. Are you going to take your headset off here?
Here we go. All right, here it is.
After the video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. The puck does not deflect off the glass. 96, Lineage, puck over the glass. Also, bench minor for a challenge unsuccessful.
Oh, boy. Well, it's going to make it very difficult.
Corey Perry having a conversation here.
Yeah, they're talking over at the penalty box. Oh, they're holding on. Oh, Perry went over. He's going to serve the unsuccessful challenge penalty. Okay, 5-on-3. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers down 5-3.
I got to tell you, it's too risky of a call to be making in that situation.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Kings power play 2 for 3 in this game. Puck goes to Fiala. The shot and the save made by Skinner right off the draw, and he'll cover it up. Now, if you could kill the 5-on-3,
you ever going to get a call? They'll
maybe a swing the momentum. Yeah. All right. Face off to the right of Skinner. Kempe off the draw, walks in, a shot off the stick of Josh Brown, goes out of play.
Can't win a draw.
Kopitar will take the draw again, and again against Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as they tie up. It's poked back to the line. Kempe across to Fiala, shot blocked. It comes over to Fiala on the right wing into the corner for Kopitar. Kopitar right side to Fiala, to Kempe, to Kopitar, walk in, a shot, save made by Skinner. Fiala shovels it around on the left. Kuzmenko, left wing corner. To Kempe, to Fiala, shot blocked by Nurse. Kopitar in the right corner. To Fiala, to Kopitar. To Fiala, to Kuzmenko. Nice save by Skinner coming across. And the puck along the left wing boards. Kempe off the left point. His pass, that hit a leg. Byfield into the left wing corner to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko out to Byfield, his shot, and that one goes off of Skinner. Fiala to Kempe, to Fiala, off the post, and the puck on the right wing. Fiala to Kempe, on the left to Kuzmenko in the corner. In behind the net, Kopitar comes out. Kempe shot kicked out by Skinner. Fiala misses on the short side. It goes up to the line. Kempe keeps it in. Over to Fiala, right side. Now to Kuzmenko on the left. To Fiala, Vandal, the one-timer, cleared out by Nurse. 25 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Oilers down 5-3 with 9:28 to go in the third period. Kempe into the Edmonton zone for Fiala, takes it across the line. On the right for Kopitar, he's in the corner to Fiala, top of the circle to Kopitar. Kopitar to Fiala, over to Kempe, to Fiala, he hammers it wide. It'll go around the boards and come out. And the Oilers kill it off. Wallman and Perry are back out there. Kings 2 for 5 on the power play. We'll see if this swings the momentum the Oilers' way.
If Edmonton's smart, they're flopping the next time they get touched here to draw a call.
Bouchard in his own end. Up the right wing to McDavid. Softly into the left wing corner. It's Doughty around the boards to Anderson. Anderson unable to get it past Draisaitl. Draisaitl right corner to McDavid, to the line. Bouchard shot that just went over the net.
And the Oilers are, Perry got dumped right in the face by
long pass to Fogle into the Oiler end. DeMore, a shot, and the save made by Skinner, and he's going to hold on to it. We're going to take a break. 8 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the third. 5-3. Kings lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from the Crypto.com arena here in Los Angeles. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in store for details.
Get paid to stay with Edmonton's best hotels. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in gas, meal, or cash cards. There's over 52 hotels to choose from. Edmonton's best hotels. Get paid to stay.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Crypto.com arena, Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. It is the third period of Game 1, 8:19 to go in the third. 5-3 Kings lead the Oilers, but the Oilers killing off a 5-on-3 power play. 2 full minutes of a 5-on-3.
Well, second 5-on-3 of the game for the Kings. 2 full minutes. And the Oilers not happy on the non-call right in front of the net. Darcy Kemper gloved Corey Perry right in the face, knocked him to the ice, no call. And the Oilers bench were not happy.
Face off in the Edmonton zone. Kulak can get it out. It's at the Kings blue line, and on the right wing, Draisaitl rolls it in behind the net. Doughty around the boards. That'll get just to the blue line, and now Moore will get it out to Fogle. In over the line with Deneau. The shot, nice save made by Stuart Skinner, and the rebound picked up by McDavid. In over the King line to Draisaitl. Shot off a stick, goes just wide. Fogle out through the middle for the Kings. Will dump the puck in off the inboards. We'll go to the side of the Edmonton net. It's in behind, in some skates. Dug out LaFerriere, back to the blue line. Gavrikov will hammer it wide. Comes back to Skinner. He'll cover it. 7:29 to go in the third. 5-3, Kings lead.
Well, you need one to give yourself a chance here, and the question is, are they ever going to get a power play? 5-1 are the power plays in this game for LA. And Jake Wallman must think they've got the eyes on him tonight.
Face off to the left of Skinner. Nugent Hopkins out with Arvidsson and Jeff Skinner. Kopitar wins the draw. Gavrikov right point, snapshot doesn't get through. Kopitar in the right corner, around to Kuzmenko on the left side. Now to Kopitar. Kopitar cycling the puck to Kuzmenko, went past him. Nugent Hopkins on the left wing, able to get it out to center ice. Kopitar for Edmonton. On the left to Kuzmenko, come towards the net, and it knocked off his stick by Wallman. Kuzmenko out of the left corner, had to go off his stick.
Man, there's a lot of slashes been allowed all night long in this game, Cam.
Puck dumped in, and it's Arvidsson to the left corner, penalty coming up to the Kings.
What do you think, Mikey? You're going to get the entire night with no calls?
Mikey Anderson's about to go to the box. The Edmonton Oilers are going on the power play with 6:46 to go here in the third, and they're down by a couple.
Number 44, 2-minute minor hooking.
Great opportunity for Edmonton.
Victor Arvidsson kept his feet moving, and he sold that call. So the Oilers 0 for 1 on the power play here, and give LA credit. They're 2 for 5. They've made their power plays count. And look who's out here as the net front, Corey Perry.
Corey Perry, he's got a goal in this game. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off to the right of Kemper.
Got to win draws and got to put pucks to the net right away. Can't pass it in. Create some chaos.
In behind his net, Gavrikov around the boards and down the ice.
And one of the concerns with Draisaitl, he's been gone the last 7 games. It's not a lower body injury because he was skating every day.
McDavid through the neutral zone, in over the King line. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins, to the blue line to Bouchard. Now on the right, top of the circle, Draisaitl to McDavid. Right wing, he'll get to the middle, get poked off his stick, and more. Let's dump it down the ice.
That's a good play by Deneau, because Connor was going right down Main Street and had a backdoor tap in for Corey Perry.
The right wing to center ice, Draisaitl to Perry into the King zone. For Draisaitl. Whoa. All right wing, but the pass behind McDavid. Byfield's going to get it out.
One thing, they're rested because they weren't killing penalties, so they got lots of time to run a full 2 minutes on the power play here.
58 seconds left to go in this thing. This man advantage. Oilers down by a couple. McDavid into the King zone. To the blue line. Bouchard, right wing to Draisaitl. Into the corner. McDavid to Draisaitl shot. Rebound now got blocked. Rolls to Kemper, and he'll cover it up.
So here's Doughty coming in. That should be a penalty based on the standard that you called on Wallman. The only difference is Connor didn't flop. Where's the call here? Where's the consistency? Oilers got to go to a Philip Deneau school of flopping. See if they can draw a 5-on-3. There's going to be some heated conversations after this one tonight. Of course, there's gamesmanship, as you know, with a series supervisor. It is a best of 7. But Doughty went right to McDavid. Cross-checked him and then wrapped him up.
Face off to the left to Kemper.
And now Hyman out. Now look at this formation.
5-3, Kings lead. 5:25 to go in the third.
Got to go in and help Draisaitl here. Kopitar is a good face-off man, 56%. So is Leon.
43 seconds left to go in the power play for the Oilers. Off the face-off. Puck goes to the right wing. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. Now to McDavid on the right in the corner. Draisaitl out to the middle. Nugent-Hopkins shot. Oh, that just went off a Kemper and wide.
That was a great chance. And that's right now the difference in the... You know, take a look at what's gone on here. Is they've had a couple pucks ricochet in, go in.
Bouchard to McDavid into the King zone. On the right wing, over to Draisaitl. The corner, McDavid to Draisaitl. The shot off the shoulder of Kemper. Puck behind the net. Draisaitl taken down by Gavrikov. Puck on the right wing. McDavid off the right wing boards. Oh, his pass got blocked. It comes to the line. Penalty is over. Bouchard on the right wing. Over to McDavid, and he put it over the net. The puck was up on end. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. Puck comes out. Bouchard will flip it in. 4.5 to go in the third. 5-3. Kings lead the Oilers here in game one. Byfield through the middle. In over the Edmonton line to Laferriere. Shot. It's blocked. Here's Foegele, and he just drilled it wide of the net. Laferriere hacks it around to the left wing point. Edmondson down low to Laferriere. He's up against the boards with Henrique. Puck goes to Jeff Skinner. Cross ice pass. Too far for Arvidsson. Clark inside his own end. Grant Clark up the right wing for Kopitar over center ice. Shoots it in. That rims hard on the right side to Arvidsson. Now to Ty Emberson. It's passed through the middle to Janmark. Separated from the puck by Anderson. Puck goes to Doughty. He'll get it out. Missed Kempe. It'll be icing with 3:38 to go in the third. And it's a 5-3 lead for the Kings.
I think you got to look at pulling your guardian here, Cam. Well, give LA credit. They've killed off Edmonton's 2 power plays, and they're 2 for 5 in theirs. Even strength goals in this game are the same. Skinner's coming out. It's a 6-on-5.
All right, Skinner's gone to the bench.
Got to win draws. Got to support Draisaitl against Kopitar here.
Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman, Perry, Nurse, and Bouchard. Oiler, net empty. Kopitar taking the draw. Draisaitl wins it across the top. It's Perry. His shot. That got blocked. It's in the slot, and it's cleared out and down the ice by Kempe.
Edmonton lucky they didn't get called for a hook there.
That'll be an icing call. All right. 3:28 to go here in the third. Oilers down by 2 here in game one. Face off to the right of Kemper. Draisaitl into the face-off circle with Anze Kopitar. He goes to the end boards. Hyman runs into Doughty. Puck's underneath Doughty. Edmonton's trying to dig it out, and they do. And it's McDavid, right wing to the point to Bouchard. To McDavid to Draisaitl. Down low and behind the net. Perry to the left wing point. Nurse across the line to Bouchard. Now over to Nurse. Left wing. McDavid stripped of it by Kopitar. I'll give it to Kempe at center ice down the left. Fiala shoots wide of the Edmonton empty net. Oilers dodge a bullet, and McDavid comes flying out. And over the King line. Off the right wing boards, it goes in behind the net. Oilers down by a couple here in the third. Puck comes free. Trevor Moore, the shot. He misses. And it's icing against the Kings. 2:40 to go in the third. It's a 5-3 Los Angeles lead.
You got to call timeout here, don't you? Some exhausted players.
This guy's got to be tired.
Who's going to take the draw? Nuge.
Now they'll call timeout.
Yep.
2:40 to go in the third period. 5-3 Kings lead. Oilers were down 4-0 at one point in this game.
Well, one team got 5 power plays. You can argue the Oilers self-induced on a couple of them. Did not like the rough call, man down on Wallman. Wallman, the play with Deneau. Deneau sold it. Deneau's a real effective middle six forward. One of the differences is Byfield's so much better this year for this team than Dubois was last year in this matchup, right? And Dubois bounced back, and he's been good in Washington. And, they got Kemper. You're not going to want to look at the expected goals for tonight's game, by the way, Cam. But I don't how in the heck is Skinner supposed to do anything on the third and fourth goals against? There's nothing you can do there. Right? And the Oilers have scored a couple beauties tonight themselves. Yep. The Draisaitl goal was a beauty. Oh, the Perry goal was a beauty.
All right. They were able to rest everybody, and Edmonton Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman, Perry, Wallman, Bouchard. Puck goes to the right corner, and Doughty will sail it down the ice. Wide, just wide. He saucered that thing from 200 feet away and missed. It was icing against the Kings. 2:33 to go in the third. Face off to the right of Kemper.
Got to jump in and support quicker than that. He had too much time and space to make the play.
Deneau taking the draw against Draisaitl. Puck goes to Doughty. Off the glass. Kept in to the top of the circle. Perry down the left side to McDavid. Now to Perry. Swings it to the blue line. Bouchard on the right point. Bouchard comes across the line to the middle. Snapshot wide. Just put wide. It's off the back wall. Puck in the corner. Perry. Left wing. McDavid to the net in front. Scores! Zach Hyman has got the Oilers to within one. It's a 5-4 King lead.
So you're saying there's a chance.
The Oilers get to within one, and there's 2:04 to go.
Now you need a good shift here, and you got to find a way to get the puck up the ice in their zone and get your first unit back out there for another 6 or 5 opportunity here.
17:56 time of the goal for Zach Hyman to get the Oilers to within one. And it got awfully quiet at the Crypto.com arena.
I would not early pull Skinner here, Cam. Okay? Not with this group on the ice.
Oh.
You need 30 seconds out of this trio. Up front. 30 seconds.
Gavrikov will shoot it into the Oiler end. Arvidsson will get it out through the middle. Nugent Hopkins in over the line. His shot. Stick saved by Kemper. Nugent Hopkins gets the rebound to Arvidsson. He'll walk out. His backhand, and that one off a body. It goes out of play.
That almost went in.
It did. 1:46 to go in the third. 5-4 Kings lead. They were up 4-0 at one point in this game. In fact, it was late in the second period. It was 4-0. Stuart Skinner was about to go to the bench, and now he is going to.
Hyman from McDavid and Perry.
Okay. No, Skinner is going to the bench.
Again, you got to find a way to get the loose pucks off the draw.
Face off to the left of Darcy Kemper. Oilers to within one. Puck goes in behind the net. Doughty rimming it, and it does come out. Bouchard, right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid, down the right wing to the net. Scores! Connor McDavid has tied the game at 5.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He walks Mikey Anderson. Kopitar gives him inside position, and he sifts one through Darcy Kemper, and this game is tied 5-5. Down 5-2, Cam, for 2 full minutes on the PK.
Wow! Come on! What a play by McDavid. And at 18:32, the Oilers have tied the game at 5. Unreal.
Okay, manage the clock here.
Nurse in his own end, rims it up the right wing. It goes to Connor Brown. Just to the blue line. Now it comes in front. Darvinson, the shot, the save by Kemper.
Kemper didn't know where it was.
That just pinballed around to Arvidsson. You're right. He didn't find it right away.
Crazy.
Remember when we were saying, so you think there's a chance real late in the second? Oilers scored late in the second to get it to 4-1.
If I'm Edmonton, I'm putting it on the puck right away here. You never know.
No, put it on net.
Put it on. What did we talk about all game?
Yes. Minute 12 to go in the third. Tied at 5. If you left this game for a while, a lot has happened in a short amount of time. They dropped the puck once. They're going to have to do it again.
LA had complete and total control of this game. They're up 5-2. They get gifted a 5-on-3. The Oilers kill it off with some gutsy shot blocks and roar back. And now we're tied at 5. Unreal.
Unreal. Okay, McDavid to take the draw. Puck goes to the corner. Doughty for the Kings.
No bad angles here. No cheat, no bad angles.
Anderson up the left wing to the Edmonton blue line. Wallman will get it out to Perry, now to McDavid. Into the Kings zone. Across to Draisaitl towards the net. Oh, that's saved by Kemper. That was redirected by Perry.
Corey Perry almost swept that home. And Darcy Kemper fought that off and made a heck of a stop.
Kings got to be thinking, we got to just get this to overtime. The Oilers have had all the pressure. You think of those empty nets the Kings missed, too.
It's crazy. That's why you play.
That's why you play.
LA was the better team for 39 minutes in this game. They had the Oilers on the ropes. And instead, we're sitting here 5-5.
Goes across the top of the circles. McDavid tried to get a backhand through to the net. Gavrikov will get it out. It goes to Moore into the Edmonton zone. Moore stops up to Danault. He scores. Danault's shot hit something and went in. And the Kings are up 6-5.
That can't go in. That just can't go in if you're an Oiler partisan. You work that hard.
Oh. That hit Fogle?
That hit Fogle.
It hit Fogle. Because Danault
Not quite sure
fanned on it. And it hit Fogle. And the Kings are up 6-5. There's 41.1 to go.
Unreal. This is a heartbreaker for the Oilers to work this hard to come back.
Puck brought in by McDavid. Goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. It's knocked out to center ice. 30 seconds left. Oilers down by 1. Bouchard to center. Rims it in. It goes in behind the net. Anderson around the boards and down the ice. It'll be icing.
What do I say? Got to get the game to overtime. Had to get it to overtime if you're Edmonton. You can't. They had to think about blowing the lead. And just a little bit of a late reaction created a slow developing 3-on-2.
Face off to the right of Kemper. 16 seconds left. Oiler net empty.
You know, Arvidsson almost wrong-footed him about a minute before that.
Yeah, the deflection by Perry.
Yeah.
Puck goes back to the point, winding up the shot, saved by Kemper off of Bouchard. 12 seconds left.
Well, perfect for Edmonton, but they didn't get anybody in front of the net.
Phil says, dunno with the goal, man. It looked like that hit.
It hit Fogle.
Yeah, it looked like it hit
And it's got to be stated, they've had a lot of bounces in this game.
All right, put a little extra time on. 13.8. Edmonton down by 1 now after battling back to get it tied at 5.
You need us. Yeah.
Kings win the draw. Gavrikov wraps it up the left and down the ice it goes, icing the calls. We get another face-off in the Kings zone.
A little bit of a poor coverage coming back on that goal.
Yeah. Off the draw, puck goes to Kempe. He'll flip it out. It'll go on and it won't be icing, and that'll do it. The Kings will take game 1. 6-5 the final. A late goal by Los Angeles proves to be the winner. But what a wild game 1 between the Oilers and the
pursuit creates this mess. The Avalanche run into one another. The rolling puck allows him to get it elevated quicker. The Stars talked about trying to get pucks upstairs on Blackwood, and it's Blackwell over Blackwood and lights out at American Airlines Center. What a game!
7 minutes past the stroke of midnight. And it is a brand new feeling to this series as it heads west to the Rockies. Blackwell, who watched game 1, the hero of game 2, his second career Stanley Cup playoff goal, and absolute euphoria for the capacity crowd here in Dallas. So you can wipe the asterisk off of Game 5 1 week from tonight. Game 5 absolutely is necessary. 2 more in Colorado before then. Wednesday night and Saturday night at Ball Arena. Both start at 8:30. We'll have them all for you here on Victory Plus. And there will be a whole lot of momentum from this AAC crowd sending the Stars to Denver, Colorado.
All the talk about the elites and who might end the game. And so many world-class level offensive players. Sometimes it's the blue collar, and tonight it was. What an earned trip as first star around American Airlines Center. Wowza.
12 players in the hockey game had previously scored Stanley Cup playoff overtime goals. You can make it 13. Colin Blackwell, in just his second OT appearance, the hero at 17:46 of overtime. 4-3, the Stars win game 2. The series is tied at 1. For Darryl Ray, our terrific crew, Josh Bogarat saying so long from American Airlines Center. We will see you in Denver.
And use your God-given talent, and then obviously the repetitions through your whole life that you know you can do it. You just got to be able to do it when it matters most. It's like hitting a home run, and like Aaron Boone did, or doing something special at the right moments. And I think the educational part of the docuseries is really fascinating to me there, to help our young boys and girls who will be faced with big decisions in their life. And you don't have to be a sport fan to have a Game 7 moment in life. Everybody's faced with decisions that are going to alter the trajectory of their lives in one way or another there, and we're trying to figure out what those skill sets are.
What does it feel like to lose a Game 7?
Fortunately for me, I never...
Here I stand by myself on my own. What if I lose all control and take a step out into the unknown? Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? I need to open my eyes and get a touch of that reality. Don't want another surprise.